I never imagined silence could be this loud. The kind that sits in your chest and reminds you that everything you once owned, everything you once flaunted, everything you once wasted, is gone. My name doesn't matter now. What matters is that I once inherited more money than most people will ever see in their lifetime, and I burned through it like it would never end. When my father died, the lawyer spoke to me in quiet voices, the way people do when they're afraid to upset someone fragile. But I wasn't fragile, I was arrogant. I walked into that boardroom as a prince, and I walked out as a king. Land, businesses, accounts, properties I had never even seen. I remember staring at the figures, and instead of feeling responsibility, I felt invincibility. I thought poverty was something that happened to other people. The first mistake didn't feel like a mistake. It felt like celebration. Parties, cars, friends who appeared out of nowhere calling me boss. I was generous, but not out of kindness, out of ego. I bought respect because I didn't know how to earn it. I threw money at every insecurity in my soul. I funded other people's dreams. Businesses that had no plans, favors that never returned. And every time the numbers went down, I convinced myself they would magically rise again. Because didn't rich people always bounce back? Nobody told me money dies quietly. It doesn't explode, it fades. One reckless decision at a time. One meaningless expense after another. It's just a small amount turning into millions, disappearing into thin air. Then came the investments I didn't understand. I thought confidence was a strategy. I thought charm was expertise. I thought experience didn't matter, because wealth could buy wisdom. But money is cruel to fools, and I was the biggest one alive. The day it hit me wasn't dramatic. No fireworks, no crash. Just a bank statement. And silence. Accounts empty, properties auctioned, friends gone. Phones stopped ringing. People who once laughed loudly at my jokes suddenly forgot my name. Respect evaporated like smoke. That night I sat on the cold floor of an apartment I could barely afford. And for the first time in my life, I felt small. Not broke, empty. And then came the shame. The whispers. He squandered everything. He was handed billions and lost it. How do you lose that kind of money? I asked myself the same question every night. I replayed every party, every show-off purchase, every careless signature. I didn't just lose money. I lost discipline, humility, identity. I realized I never built wealth. I only inherited it. And anything you inherit without wisdom slips through your fingers like sand. But rock bottom has a strange way of introducing you to the person you were meant to become. I stopped pretending. I stopped blaming fate. I stopped hiding behind the ghost of my old lifestyle. I took the jobs I once looked down on. I learned skills. I read obsessively. I listened more than I spoke. I learned how money actually works, not just how it feels to spend it. I rebuilt my character before I rebuilt my accounts. I learned to live below my means, to respect every coin, to choose patience over pride. And slowly, painfully, one disciplined day at a time, I rose again. Not to billions, not yet, but to strength, to clarity, to self-respect. Today, when I talk about wealth, I don't speak like a king. I speak like a survivor, because it took losing everything to understand that money isn't power. Wisdom is. And if my story keeps even one person from making the same mistakes, then none of that pain was wasted. And if you're still here, listening to me, walking through this confession with me, stay with me. Stay with me. There are more lessons, more truth, more stories I wish someone had told me before I fell. So don't just leave, subscribe, keep learning, grow with me, because this time, we're building wealth the right way.